think it's worth it.
Hello, welcome back to another vlog. Today I am going to be doing all of the, today, probably over the course of the next week, I'm going to be doing all the photography for our autumn launch. And I just had a delivery from, is it Niwa? I never can remember. It is. Niwa. I use almost exclusively their lighting, and they contacted me and asked me whether or not I would like to receive something to review, and I was very interested in getting some smaller lighting specifically for product photography. I thought this would be pretty good for videos as well, so when I do the podcast and I go to travel to somebody else, or like if I set up in the shop, this will be really handy. So I thought I would unbox this for you. I will obviously link it below, and we'll see how this works for what I'm going to try and do in this vlog, because all of the lighting that I've got for the video stuff that I do for my other YouTube, I like to have that all set up and just like left in situ so I can film in my office and I don't have to mess around. And this can be my like portable set of lighting. So it's got its own tripods, the little mini light box. I mean, this is, back in the day, you used to pay like 60, 70 pounds for this massive light box that was so fragile because the bulb inside it was crazy, or like a big light ring. And that bulb, this is just a whole new world when you can get these little panels of light, and it's just so much easier. I'm not one for instructions, so I'm just gonna figure this out by myself. Also, there's just like a whole thing of devastation behind me because everyone's been in here today. Someone messaged me yesterday and said that they really enjoyed my real vlogs, and I say this like I appreciated what they were saying. I'm not like taking the piss. I was kind of taking the piss out of myself because it really made me laugh. She was saying how I don't like edit myself, and for example, before I put up the camera, I just didn't even think about what the background was. When I did the podcast with Kenzie last week, I didn't consider the background, and there was just like all my laundry out, so I ended up having to like try and get like a blurred background in post, which was not a fun situation. But yeah, we're living a real life over here. This is my weekend in between my regular job and the YouTube stuff and the running of the business, is me trying to put up lighting to take pictures of candles. My only issue with things that come these days is nothing ever comes with a plug. So it comes with a USB for both things, USB and then like an USB-C attachment. So I have this beastie power bank that can do one of each. So thankfully I can do both of them with power bank. But that would be my only issue with this, is there are no plugs that come with it. And there's no like rechargeable situation going on from what I can tell. Anyway, each of the lights then has this kind of a remote thing that's attached to it where you turn it on, and then you can do the cadence. What do we call this? The tone of the light, and then you can do like brighter or dimmer from here. These are going to be so handy. Here I did a haul of, I still haven't opened all these, but I will. Last year I did a haul of the backdrops that I bought from Club Backdrop. Here they are. I keep them rolled up in a tote bag. But now I just need to go through them all and decide which ones work the best with the labels we've got for autumn. I just started moving things around. I don't know if any of you have been watching the Osbournes again since Ozzy died, but that's literally what I'm watching today. And my husband was watching it with me this morning, and he was like, this is how you would live without me. And I have to say, I think it probably is. Right, I've just kind of been moving things around and then realising it absolutely kills my back to do it the way. This looks like a, what is this on the cam? I'm not quite sure, to be honest. I'm just going to leave it open to your interpretation. Last year, when I did all the photography, I mean, my back's bad anyway, but it was particularly bad. I'd kind of set myself up thinking I was going to do it here. The only reason to do it here is if I'm using natural lighting, which I now don't need to do because I've got these lights. So let's try here. So that means I just need to clear off all of this. I'm going to put all of the stuff on here. I've got somewhere to sit. I can listen to the TV while I'm working. I can pin the backdrops up against the wall. This is what we're doing. Also, this is a box of props that I used from last year, and I've already pulled out. The ones that are down here are all the like, what I feel are autumn specific, or ones that I think would work for this year. Trying not to buy new props because I don't feel like we need them, but I'm not doing the photography today. I'm doing the setup today, and part of the reason that I'm doing that is in case I need to buy new props. Okay, the light is really picking up the rainbow. So looking past the rainbow, these are actual colours. You can't see the colours for them. This is important though, because if this is how the camera is going to pick this up, I may need to do some natural light. Because this is, let me show you when we get into normal light. It is rainbow, but there's also colour. So that's got like a blue. Okay, that's good to know. That's good. I think that this might be, I wonder if it goes directly in front of the light. Maybe it's just going to depend on the angle. Yeah, I can get the blue from there, right? Okay, anyway, that's by the by. Look, you can see it from here. But when the light's like, pow. Okay, something to know, something to know. In fact, I might just turn off the lights for a second and just see. I just want to see how they match with these backgrounds. Okay, so we've got the cream. This will go with everything. Same as this one. This one's kind of like a stone situation. These are just like the neutrals. These are fine. Move that one. This I think might work quite nicely for Stars Hollow and Mystic Falls. These ones I think will look quite nice on this backdrop. I also have a green, but I feel like Stars Hollow and Mystic Falls, we may go like neutral teal blue, and then I've got this which I love. It's like a green with a gold running through it. Love that. How gorgeous will that be with This Is Halloween? I think that's going to look so nice. We've also got Witching Hour that I feel like the green would look nice against as well. This is the one that I'm going to struggle with because I don't feel like I've got a real great tonal backdrop for this. But we'll see. We'll see. And then we've got this. Look at that one. This one's called Copper Kelvin. That is perfect. That one's Copper Kelvin. This green one, let me tell you what this one's called. Can I tell you? Nola Marsh. Then the beige ones are June and Easy Beige. I'll link for you if I remember. Oh, the blue one as well. We want to know what the blue one's called. Will we ever find out? That is the question. It is called Verdigris. Verdigris, like from Wicked. Seem fixated on your verdigris, which I assumed meant green because like verdi means green, right? But maybe it means something bold, like a bold colour. According to Wikipedia, it's a blue-green pigment. Oh, it's also the name for the patina that forms on copper and brass. So it's like the colour of the Empire, not the Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty. That makes sense, that makes sense. Anyway, a little bit of trivia for the day. Feeling good about the backgrounds. Now I'm going to pull over all of the props and just see how I feel about them. I suspect I'm going to want something different for Stars Hollow. Because This Is Halloween, Witching Hour and Mystic Falls are not new. Although Mystic Falls has been like redone. I have things that I feel will work for that as backdrops. Also, we've moved to a different, and Lisa, we've moved to a different frame, but it is the same show. But I decided to sit up here because I felt like this as a backdrop might be a little more Stars Hollow. You know, also I do need to do another coat of paint on this. It's a little patchy. It was very, very dark blue before. Anyway, so what I've been doing is filming things for reels on here, shooting random like stills, and then I've got a continuation or a continuous shooting mode. So if, for example, I'm filming a video and then I decide to get an individual still shot, I feel like still shots taken from video aren't that great. So I'm taking continuous shots of the video that I'm filming. So for example, pouring coffee or lighting a candle, that kind of thing, so that I get like really high quality stills as well as the video. But this year, I'm really focusing on taking the video footage as well at the same time. Whereas previous years, it's all been photos. This year, I really want to focus on getting the footage for the reels because that's what people watch. So for the Witching Hour candle, I'm going to do something slightly bananas, and I'm going to fill these decanters, this is just some red food colouring, with some shimmery stuff. So I've got a ton of mica powders, and I'm going to put in, I mean, like what? Ooh, this could work. This could work. I've got some glitters. I've got some real sparkly stuff. I feel, oh, look at this. Yes. I'll start with the white so we don't cross-contaminate colours and I don't have to use more than one little spoon. This is going to look amazing. I feel like specifically in reels, this might be a little bit special. Right, so if that's pink, I feel like that needs to be more purple. We need to lean more purple blue. Although the background I've chosen is green. That might not be the right background for this. Because this is the one that I showed you yesterday that I said I felt like I didn't have quite the right thing for. This legit feels like potion making. Is this a thing? Like, could we do this? Could we do this as like, could we sell a potion making kit? Ooh, pearl white. Yes. That's going to give that like swirl, isn't it? Put that in with the sparkly white. Let's go for some pearl white in this one as well. And then maybe, I'm kind of surprised I haven't got purple as its own colour. Oh, I've got green though. Moss green, yes. Is there something where you can do this as a job? I mean, I guess that's what I'm doing right now, but is there? Because I want to do that. Try and get everything in the top of the bowl. That's going to be messy when I have to clean this up. Oh my God, that's amazing. Look! Is this not giving hubble? Is it, what is it? Something bubble? Bubble bubble? Toil and trouble? Oh, this is the most fun. Why didn't I do this? Oh my God, look at this one. Why didn't I do this last year? I'm kind of trying to find ways to use the nice glassware and the decanters and stuff that I have. Now I'm not drinking, and this works for me. I might just put potions in them all and have them as display. Okay, that's perfect. Now I've got out these props. This is not right. I'm going to do the blue background. I've got to go out and get some lunch for me and Milo, but also I've run out of matches, which is a stupid thing to have done. I don't need to be running out of matches. Right, so just as an example, I just wanted to show you the thing in action. I'm just going to light the other end of the match. Come on, stay lit. Stay lit. There we go. So I would set off my video on my phone and then maybe, there we go. It will start taking lots of pictures at the end of the timer. And I would like, and that's how I get all the pictures. It's a fairly substantial setup, but I think it's worth it. It's worth it for the shot. Look at this. And then I've got the camera, obviously, underneath, but it's beautiful. This is going to be amazing. It's day 2 of the actual photography, and I realised I'd forgotten to do this. So at the moment, I've got this little setup here. So at the moment, I've got this little setup here. I've got this recording, which doesn't need to still be recording. This recording, and this set up in a similar picture situation. So that when I, just, you know, in case it wasn't clear yesterday, I'm trying to do like action shots. So that I get photos like, well, it's on the side, but like that. So I've got an actual, oh, that's me vlogging, an actual like action shots of me pouring the coffee is the idea. And then I got the whole thing on video here as well. Actually, it's so hot today. It's so muggy. It was raining earlier and I was like, that's wonderful. It's going to cool down a little bit, but also I thought we could get some cute like rainy day pictures. No, it's so warm. Right, I think that's a wrap on the like coffee shop style Stars Hollow stuff. I did do something last night which I thought was really cute, and I'll show you how I edited it because it was a bit out there. Taking pictures at night, you want the kind of glow in the background, but you also need to see the front of the candle enough to be able to see what the label says. And so I took a picture with the lights on, took a picture with the lights off, same with the video, and then I basically cut around and use the label from the lights on picture on the lights off picture. I'll see if I can demonstrate that easily. Right, I've got to move some stuff around. I've still only done 2 candles. We've still got This Is Halloween and Mystic Falls to even dip our toe into.
Kelly just got this job.
Doing what?
Tell Daddy all about it.
It's a TV show on ABC called Doing It, and it's 3 girls and 3 boys and how they go through high school and stuff.
Congratulations, Kelly. Well done, Mrs. Well done.
So I realised what this thing was for. I mean, obviously I knew it was for a phone, but I didn't understand how, because, I'm not reading the instructions. I didn't understand, like, the purpose of everything. This has been really, really handy for 2 reasons. First of all, this is just like a regular, I can't remember what it's called, but like, like the screw top thing that you plug a camera into. Well, that is exactly the same for the light fitting, but then also you can put this on so you can have this. Like, if I was using this as my light for taking a video, it's immediately in front of me and my phone is then attached. That is super handy. But what I've been using it for as well is I'll have one light, like this as a tripod is really handy. I have one light on my subject and then I have my camera on there and then my phone on there. So I don't have to do 2 separate tripods and they're pretty much in exactly the same angle. Like, give or take a tiny amount, it's been so much better since I discovered that. So I don't have to use 2 separate tripods because these are now focusing on the same thing. So useful. So loving these. I'm going to take them with me when I record podcast episodes in the shop. They're going to be handy. And we're going to do a little gathering in a couple of weeks with all the makers in the shop. And I'm going to take my camera and stuff and we're going to take photos of everyone. So this is going to be coming clutch, as the kids would say. Anyway, I'm like far from finished. This is day 5 if we include the prep day. My house still looks, I mean, it usually looks a mess, but yeah. Although I did make all of the autumn candle stock yesterday. That'll be a separate vlog. If you are interested, I was gonna tag on something about editing. If you are interested, I'll do a separate video on this. I use Adobe Lightroom. I've used it for years. I kind of use it as my like cloud storage for all my photos as well. So every single photo goes into Lightroom. And I've got folders of like different trips we've taken, just everything. I feel like that is my online photo album for everything, but I also use it for editing. So you can do a little bit of AI, a little bit of Photoshop style stuff within it. If you were considering buying some kind of photo software or getting like a subscription, I can't recommend Lightroom enough. I think it's really, really easy to use. It's also got an app on your phone that is really simple, which means that I can not only take things that I've edited on my computer, take them from on my phone, put them onto my phone really easily from the app, but I can also do little tweaks and amendments and like change things. Just small, like if there's like a little speck of something or a little bit of dirt or a little bit of like there's a crease, you can really easily remove it. So if you are interested, I'll do a separate video on that. But for now, I have to call time because this could go on forever. We actually launch tomorrow. So I've just got the last few photos to do of the things that need to be done immediately. And then I need to sort out the website today. So this is it. We're done. I'm also back on the Vampire Diaries. Although we've nearly finished the Osbournes and I don't know what I'm going to do with my time because we've been watching it together of an evening and I'm going to really miss them. I think I'm going to have to go and restart like all their podcast episodes and their rewatch episodes on YouTube because I've grown to love them as a family. I feel that they are the gold standard, honestly. Any questions you have, let me know. I will leave you with some photos that I'm very pleased with.